Welcome to the WorkStudy Plus Getting Started training tutorial. Today we're going to cover the basics of how to set up a time study. So we're going to start by clicking the WorkStudy icon. And we should point out that the software is currently being run in landscape mode, but you could easily switch your device by turning it to portrait mode and everything would function just fine. You'll notice on the screen that you'll see that there are 3 example studies. The first time you start the software, it'll prompt you asking if you'd like to create some example studies. This is a great idea if you're looking at the software for the first time to say yes, and you can take a look at the setup for the examples. Today we're going to create our own new study, so we're going to go to the bottom and click on the button that says New. And we'll keep things really simple today just to run over the basics of how the software works. The first thing you'll want to do is give your study a name. So we're going to call it Box Build. Now that we've got the name entered, we're going to go to the bottom left and click on the button that says Elements. In today's example, we're going to enter in 4 basic elements, but with your study you could enter in as many elements as needed. So I will click the Add button, and at the top we're going to give this element a name, so we'll take out the default name and we're going to say Get Parts. If you like to track repetitive cycles in your studies, then you would want to go to the Advanced tab and you'd want to switch the cycle option from Don't Change to Increase by 1. This tells the software that every time we get parts, we're starting a new cycle. We also have the option to go under the Appearance, and if you'd like, we can change the text style, which I will do today. I will change that to large bold, and you can also change the background color, and I will say this is dark green is a good option. We'll click Done to create our first element for the study, and we're going to continue on creating some more elements. So we'll go under Add again, and we're going to say here that we need to build box. And we're going to hit Done here, and you could have went in and color coded if you want, but in this example I'm not going to color code all of the elements. I will click Add again, and this one we're going to say Paint Box, and then we'll go into our 4th element and we'll put in Label. So now we're going to go over another advanced function, which is grouping, which is a great way to organize larger studies and keep everything organized well on the screen. So we'll go under Add, and for the example we're going to do now, I'm going to put in Delay, but we're going to change the element type here from Regular to Group. Now we'll click Done to create that group. Now we can see we have the group delay. We'll double click on that to go into it, and now we're going to add in 2 examples of possible delays. We're going to say Waiting on Work. Okay, and we're also going to go to the Lean option, which is the 3rd one here, and change this to non-value added. This will give us some more detail in our reports. And we also have the option, if we want, to go into the element type and set whether this is an avoidable or unavoidable delay. So we'll say that this is an avoidable delay in our example here. We'll hit Done to create that delay element. We'll add one more delay here, and I'm just going to put this in as a generic one. I'm just going to call it Other. You may want to set up a few generic delays if you're using delays, and this one we'll say is non-value added, and we'll click Done to close it. So now we can go to the top above Waiting on Work and click on the little return arrow to get to our main list here. Now, depending on the number of elements, you may want to make the element boxes bigger or smaller. To do that, you would go to the Properties option at the bottom, and you could select from here how many columns. In this case, 2 columns I'm going to select. And for the minimum maximum height of the buttons, I'm going to say 60 is a good option here. And now if we go back to the element list here, we can see that the boxes for our buttons have been increased. So if you take the time to set up the study correctly, the data collection and the reporting will be straightforward and easy. Now that we've completed setting up our study, we're able to go in bottom and click Done, and you're ready to start data collection and do your time study. Please check out our website at www.qtech.com. That's QUETECH.com for more help with the WorkStudy software.